You didn't think old Wendell would leave Canada before heading over to the megacity of Toronto. I've never been here. As I explained in the last video, I'm quite familiar with West Canada, but not the East. And I've got the best guide to show me around.
Wow, I'm honored. I appreciate that.
Mr. Christmas Liss, who I filmed with in Liverpool. He's a native of Toronto, and he's also got a nice whip. So we're going to check out your Toronto today, yeah?
Sounds like
you know this city back to front?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to see the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between.
Absolutely everything in between.
Yeah, we're going to get some food.
Man, you're one of my favorite YouTubers, so...
Likewise, mate.
To be working together once again.
Likewise. Chris has got the biggest kahunas in the game. He's one of the hardest working YouTubers I've ever met. One of the most sincere. And he's a good dude, he makes great content. Check him out. I couldn't ask for somebody better to show me around Toronto. You know, Chris, when I collaborate with other YouTubers, of which I do a lot of, they don't pick me up in nice cars like this, so we're living well today.
I like that.
Yeah.
Trying to be a little different.
So Toronto's incredibly multicultural, isn't it?
Yes.
Like immigration has absolutely exploded the populace of this city over the last 50 years,
No, since I was a child.
Yeah.
Like I grew up not too far from here, 46 years old. When I was a kid, I was the only white kid in my class.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not new.
Yeah.
It's always been that way.
You know, there's a lot of my viewers back home that question the limits of multiculturalism.
Yes.
I've been in Toronto for like a day and a half, and this is a pretty fantastic city to knock around in. It's clean, everything seems to work, a lot of the people seem pretty happy. There are homeless problems, but we'll touch upon those later on.
Yeah.
But maybe this is an example of how multiculturalism does work, because the city grew on it so much.
Yeah, but maybe the key to success was it didn't all happen at the same time.
Yeah, like a natural evolution.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there are still complaints. If you go by 99% of the fast food restaurants and or like laborsome minimum wage jobs, they'll be Indian.
Yeah.
100% Indian working.
Yeah.
You know, my son's 19, he's looking for a job. He's like, Dad, nobody's hiring.
Okay.
And that's probably because Indians work very hard. That's not a negative. That's just...
Do they work cheaper too?
No. Well, there's minimums, right? There's minimum wage. But
Yeah.
maybe when somebody hires an Indian, they know that they're going to work.
You got a nice tint on this Maserati, mate.
Yeah, it's a vinyl.
I didn't see that when you picked me up.
It's a sticker.
I finished.
Okay. You got some left on it. I appreciate it. That's how kind and friendly the people are.
Be careful how you smoke marijuana. Babylon said they smell the aroma. With them officer, them come with them cruiser. They say a herb, the whole of them a search for. If them not get it, them a cause a disaster. We a smoke chronic from higher teenager.
I've heard that First Nation smoke is the best product.
Yes.
I don't know who told me that.
Yes. So when you come to First Nation smoke, you get the best smoke.
Are you on commission?
No.
No, you just believe in the product.
That is it.
Good man.
Some marijuana is a medicine, but some are fight it. Catch it with no pill. I don't want it. All over the world, people smoke the cannabis. That I give it to the patient when them sick.
That lighter is the best microphone I've ever seen as well.
The weird thing here is, I don't know if this makes sense to you, but to me it does. You know, growing up, if I saw somebody of a different ethnicity, they don't claim to be Canadians, which is strange, because when you're in the US, I can ask anybody, even if they just arrived, they've been there a year, you know, I'm an American.
Yep.
Canadians are not really proud to be a Canadian. We'll test the theory later on.
Yeah.
So if you see a Jamaican descent, somebody where their parents were born in Jamaica, and you ask them, they won't say they're Canadian. They're
claim Jamaican.
They're Jamaican.
Yeah. Do you identify as a Canadian or a Jamaican first and foremost?
I identify as a Jamaican.
This sign is older than me, maybe?
Are we having a meal or we're going to have something small?
Small.
From England?
Yeah. You ever been?
Visiting? No.
No.
Very soon though.
Where are you going to go?
I have no idea.
Come and visit me.
I don't want no one to kill me, $6.
No one's going to kill. Why would anyone kill you in England?
Yeah, for you.
For you.
What, because of me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I walk around and shove a camera in everyone's face, yeah? They're juicy.
Yeah.
I'd like a bit more spice.
This was mild. They didn't have spicy.
Yeah. This is a good part of the video.
Yeah.
Are you still selling your hot sauce?
Not yet.
No, you're doing it.
But very soon. It's in the works. I'm still building the recipe.
Are you actually cooking the recipe, or are you working with a chef?
Like I'm working with a commercial chef.
I'll tell you what, folks. When Chris's hot sauce comes out, Christmas list hot sauce, is that what it's going to be called?
I haven't decided the name yet.
When it comes out, I'll put a link in the description of this video, even if it's in like 6 months.
Send you some, for sure.
The gravy's good.
Good.
It's mouth-watering.
It's made, not bought.
It's quite like gelatinous almost. You're having too much of a good time, ladies. So is this the best place for a patty?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So the first place I jumped into was the best guess. I just followed my nose because the sign was like older than me. I thought if this place has been trading for that long, then the food's good, so.
You see what I just said?
What?
I said the people in the neighborhood are going to ask if they make any money.
Yeah.
Any money?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it'll go in the video.
Money likes me. It's not that I like money.
I like money too, and that's why it's really hard to get me to part with it. So.
Where are you from? What's your background?
I'm Spanish, Dominican.
Dominican.
Yes.
Diablo, mommy. I grew up around Dominicans. I love my Dominicans. Mama Juana.
Mama Juana is for drink, but
Yeah.
packs a punch, yeah?
Yeah. With roots.
Helps for rocket fire
But isn't it funny what I just
sufficiently.
said? The first thing you said is like, how much do I get for...
Yeah, he hadn't even done anything that was content worth it.
How much do I get for telling you that my beef patty is good?
Maybe 10 cents.
Yeah. Mine said that every YouTuber is making some ridiculous abundance of money.
Yeah. And even if they make good money, they don't realise how much they spend making those videos.
Look at this. You still find top... Have you seen this movie? Top Shots?
Top shots.
No. And you cannot live another day without seeing Shatas.
What shutters?
Top Shatas
Is it a good movie?
Yeah, man, wicked
best.
movie.
What's it about?
Jamaican movie.
Jamaican movie. Of course you've seen it.
Yeah, of course. The famous line is, Top Shatas is buck!
How much are they then?
$5 for one.
$5. And they're on DVD, yeah? DVD.
Gotta respect the hustle.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I've been here for 35 years.
Okay, yeah.
I got my family here, everybody.
Here's a question. Do you consider yourself now, after all that time, you consider yourself Dominican or Canadian?
That's a good question. My wife is Canadian. So you never, no matter where you go, you never forget about your roots. Means is I'm Dominican, no matter. I've been living here longer than the Dominicans.
Yeah.
But still, I'm Dominican.
Yeah.
Even though I love Canada, though.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful country.
Yeah, so when you say your wife's Canadian, what does that mean, Canadian? Because it's a young country with a lot of immigration.
Well, my wife, her parents just, they Canadian as well. He just died. He was almost 100.
Yeah.
So everybody's immigrant over here almost.
Young country, especially Toronto, like
Yes.
mass immigration over 50, 60 years maybe.
That's right. Things have changed a lot, man.
Yeah, for the
It's not
better
only-
or the worse?
It's not only here. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And not for the better, nor not right now.
Okay, so what
There's a
are
lot of
the
people hiding.
problems here?
It's cost of living, inflation. It's my people have two, 3, 4 kids.
Yeah.
They're struggling. When you go to the store, it's not the same when you used to go 10, 20 years ago. Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, when they think of Canada internationally, they think of a very high standard of living, and for the most part, it does have that. But if we're going to see the true Toronto, then we need to see the less privileged side as well.
For me, it's characters. Like, I like and enjoy interacting with characters. Whether you're a billionaire or you're a crackhead on the street,
Yeah.
I enjoy conversation.
I just like people that are full of life or larger than life, and I often meet the coolest, most genuine people in the so-called most notorious hoods.
Right, because when we go into the rich neighborhood, they're going to be like, no cameras.
They're behind big gates and they've got a lot to, they don't want people seeing how much they've got. Whereas people in areas where they have very little, they're open and they're quite honest about their lives.
Most of the time. A few people have told you to turn off the camera today.
Yeah. Well, that's normally because they've got something to hide in a different way.
Fuck, man, I came to Canada 53 years ago, and I originally lived right up there at Eglinton and Marley.
Yeah.
Now I live right here.
Okay.
So I've come full circle.
Where did you come from when you came?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Nice. Yeah, Chris has been to Trinidad. Yeah, I haven't been. Yeah. And how's life in Canada treated you over the years?
Yeah, not too bad. It's all right. I like it.
Yeah.
Can't complain. 2 of my kids got half English.
Okay.
Their mother is from Doncaster, South Yorkshire.
She's a Yorkshire lass.
Yeah.
How did you meet a Yorkshire lass all the way over here in Toronto?
I met her here, yeah.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Proper women there. Yeah, my nan was from North Yorkshire. Yeah. So if things had worked out differently,
Yeah.
you could have been my dad.
That's a possibility. Well, when I first lived here, when I first came here, I was only 9 years old. And then there was a lot of Italian people that lived down here. There was no Jamaicans like this.
Do you consider yourself, after all this time, you consider yourself Canadian or from Trinidad?
Well, I'll never give up my Trinidadian citizenship because I dual citizenship, so. But I guess I'm more Canadianized because I've been here in this country longer than my own.
Yeah.
Right?
What if a stranger asked you on the street and walked up to you and asked you,
Got to choose one.
yeah, what is it?
I choose my country.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's never cold and stuff there. Not that cold bothers me. I like to do a lot of things in winter with snow and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would still choose my country because I'm not giving up my
Yeah.
country. Yeah.
You've got a proper Canadian accent, I'll say that, yeah.
Yeah, well, come listen to me with my parents, with my mum and my brothers
Switches.
and sisters. I don't try to do it, it just happens.
Jane and Finch is actually quite a ways down.
Okay.
Maybe a good 10 minutes, but we're on Jane Street.
Okay. So Jane in general's a rough street.
Right, Jane
yeah.
Street is the infamous street.
What brought that about? Like, why Jane Street? Of all the streets in Toronto, why that one?
I think Toronto's a safe place. But I mean, when it comes to crime, this is one of the areas that it happens on occasion. So it sticks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've never had a problem. This is where I grew up here, on the right hand side, the building.
Yeah.
The brown and white building. That was one of my first apartments.
The tall one, yeah?
Yeah. So I mean, I grew up around here. Nothing really, you know, as a kid growing up in this neighborhood, being white, which is a minority, you know, people would harass you now and then.
Yeah.
Might ask you what size your shoes are.
Yeah.
Meaning they want them.
Yeah.
But I mean, you just learn how to cope and fend for yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's what allows me to be comfortable anywhere I go.
Yeah.
Because I grew up like that.
Yeah.
But now as an adult, I'm not a kid anymore. I don't see that happening. There's really no reason for an outsider to be wandering through these buildings, especially at nighttime, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's no doubt danger can happen. I want to be very clear here. Crime happens in Canada. It's just if you don't go looking for it and you live your life, you have no concerns.
It's not a country where crime's going to come looking for you.
You know, with the home invasion problem and crisis, you know, our government came on the news a year or two ago, and the police chief or commissioner said, I recommend you leave your keys to your car by the front door. So if they're going to break into your house for home invasion, let them have the keys, opposed to taking your life or it becoming more. It's kind of scary, kind of sad that the government would recommend ways to make it easier for someone to rob you.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to fight back here. You know, the law is, even if somebody comes into a home invasion, you cannot shoot them. You cannot. You got to have an equal size weapon. So if somebody comes in with a 6-inch blade, you have to take the time to find a 6-inch blade or smaller.
Don't grab the 10-inch blade.
To defend yourself, and it happens quite often, you will be charged.
Or do you have to get the robber to pause for a second and compare blades?
That's
to
the
see?
mentality.
Yeah. That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, like you're a sitting duck. That's the mentality of our government here in Toronto.
I come in this country, and from I come in this country, I don't beg.
Where in the Caribbean did you come from?
Jamaica.
Jamaica, yeah.
I come here for a reason. And I come on here 30 odd year now.
Yep.
And I work. And I satisfied now with the pension that the government give me.
Yeah. So Canada's treated you well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I work for it.
Yeah.
I come here and I work for the white man. They say, plenty people, I talk to them, they say, oh, I'm not working for the white man. Who you gonna work for?
What's wrong with working for the white man?
You get me. You see it. You see what I'm talking about?
I'll work for anybody if they pay me good money. So would you say that Canada has been and still is a great country for people to migrate to?
Right now, yes, because I know what I come here for, and I live. And I say, God bless. God gave me food. God gave me shelter because I work for it.
I noticed you got the Canadian maple leaf on you. Yeah. So you're a proud Canadian now?
Yeah, I'm a proud Canadian.
You consider yourself Canadian?
Yeah, I'm a proud Canadian.
Good man, yeah.
So this is a place that most people would not feel comfortable even driving here or walking here.
Yeah.
This is one of those spots. No go. So I'm sure there's wonderful people here. Look, got some nice cars.
It's a place whereby it's a lot of, immigrants living around, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So a lot of different kind of people, you know.
Have you ever felt unsafe walking around here?
Sometimes you do see things like that, you know.
Yeah.
Crimes or other things, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why many people who are family people, you know, have family, they move around a little bit far away from here. A lot of sketchy parts, you know.
Okay, yeah.
But this is one of them I know. I'm from Africa, you know.
Okay, where in Africa?
Nigeria.
Nigeria, yeah. And how long have you been in Canada?
I've been in Canada now 2 years.
Yeah, and is Canada treating you well as a new, fairly new migrant?
Yeah, it's a good country. I like it. I love it, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good country. I love it. Just some parts, you know, some areas, you know, we normally have these sketchy things, you know, but not all the place. Canada is a good country.
I think so, yeah.
It's a lovely country. The people are nice. The people are good. I love it, you know.
Yeah, it's a calm country, you know.
Yeah, it's a calm country.
For the most
you know.
part.
Yes,
For the most part.
Yes. That's true, you know.
Chris, maybe I should title this video "Looking for a Canadian in Canada" because everybody I bump into, they're from somewhere else, and I'm starting to realise that it's going to be quite hard to find a Canadian.
I don't have a Canadian friend. Like, I can't think of one person I know that was born in Canada. And if they were born in Canada, there's no way their parents were born in Canada. Very diverse. Like, my mom, again, is from England. My wife is from the Philippines. Therefore, my kids are half and half. So, I mean, it's very, very multicultural.
The difference I've noticed with speaking to the same types of people in the same similar areas in the UK, everybody I speak to, they're really positive about Canada.
Yeah.
They think that they've landed in a better life than the one they left.
Yeah. Even though it's not always pretty.
It's not always pretty, no.
Yeah. But I mean, I travel the world too, and I love coming home to Canada.
Yeah.
If this is the worst that we have to offer, I'm grateful.
Yeah, you know what?
In comparison.
A way I always try and look at things is the best way to judge a nation is by how the poorest live in that nation.
I think most are grateful
for
the opportunity. This is where I used to come out, man. I used to hustle stuff out of the trunk of my car.
What sort of things would you hustle?
Shoes, aquariums, like cell phones when they first came out.
Yeah.
So this was like my stomping ground.
Do you know the English TV show Only Fools and Horses?
No.
Okay, so there's a character called Del Boy, and he's like what you would call a hustler.
Yeah.
A market trader, would sell anything.
Yeah.
So you are Toronto's original Del Boy, mate.
Yeah, I guess that's good. I don't know if it's good.
I'll tell you what, folks, it's a mad life flying all around the world making YouTube videos. It is fun, but I do spend a lot of time on my own, and sometimes I miss my mates. So I think I'm going to give my mate, Dodgy Dave, a call to see how his hair transplant's doing. You might remember him from our visit to Turkey to Elite Hair.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
How you doing, mate? I'm all the way over here in Canada, but I was missing my old mate, Dodgy Dave, and I thought, how's his hair transplant doing?
Oh, it's doing great, mate. Much better than it was before I went to Elite.
Nice and luscious, mate. Looking good.
Absolutely, it's cracking.
You know, mate, I would love nothing more right now than to be sitting having a pint with you in our local.
Me too.
Dodgy Dave!
Ah!
Bloody hell, mate.
Hello!
I've come all the way back from Canada to catch up with you and see how your barnet's doing.
All the way from Canada?
Nice to see you, mate.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah, so how's the hair doing? Your Elite Hair transplant?
It's doing really good. Fuller, rethatched. It's great.
I took Dave to Turkey about 4 months ago. He was looking very, very thin on top. It's several months later.
Yeah.
So how's it been? What did you have to go through at the start?
So at the start, I had to follow their washing and lotioning regime, which was okay, 10 days. Then I had to wait for all the scabs to form and then take them off, and then it started to sort of grow properly. It's brilliant. It's taken a little while. I had short hair for a while, and I've now got luscious locks.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. And what have people been saying?
They think it's amazing.
Any pain or side effects or anything? Or?
No, couple of spots on the back of my head, but apart from that, they warned me about that. But apart from that, nothing at all.
And you don't mind showing people, like,
no, not at all.
What were the parts that were really thin?
So it was round here, round the front,
yeah.
And then on the top, sort of around here, this bit here.
I've put a link in the description below and in the pinned comment for Elite Hair. You get a free consultation, no strings attached. Would you recommend them, Dave?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing place. People there were absolutely amazing. I can't stress how nice they were and how much they took care of me. It was brilliant.
Welcome to Plaza Latina, which I definitely would never have happened across if it wasn't for Chris bringing me here.
I promise you the food is going to be
We're going to eat well.
real authentic. The real deal. You know what ceviche is?
Is that like raw?
Yeah,
Raw fish and stuff,
it's
yeah?
citrus. With large corn. This is famous in Peru.
Okay.
Very good. It depends what you want to do. If you want to get one dish, or we get a few different
Let's
dishes.
get a few different things to try.
So we'll get
Because I'll never get a chance to come back here, so.
Yeah. Can I get a ceviche? Amigo, ¿qué haciendo? Everything good?
Yeah.
Look, I brought my friend
Amigo.
from England.
England.
All the way from England to try your ceviche.
I saw the best.
Yeah.
You know.
He knows.
That's
yeah. My life is in his hands.
Fish.
Yes.
It's all right.
Dish. How does it come? Like this?
Yeah, tacos, tacos, torta,
Yeah.
gorditas.
Let's get like this. 5 taco?
5 tacos,
Yeah. What's the best?
5
Yeah.
o 3 por 18.
5.
5?
Yep. Oh, amazing. So that's the
Fish.
ceviche.
You have empanadas ready now?
Not ready, but it's gonna take like 6 or 7
What
minutes.
type? What's the best?
The
you like the
most
best?
popular are the cheese and beef. We
Okay.
have cheese and beef empanada.
Two?
Yeah.
Hello, my friend. Table service. So we've got beef and cheese, 2 plain.
Yeah.
Mine have got the cilantro one.
Do only cheese?
Yeah.
Y 3 complete.
Todo.
Is okay?
Sí.
Perfecto.
Buen provecho.
Sí. Gracias, amigo.
Para servirle.
And we've got the ceviche, which is the raw fish, yeah?
Yeah. This is the freshest of fresh.
So we're just going to horse it on like that.
It's the only way. And you got to try some of the corn. So this is Peruvian food.
So what's this? It's like nuts or something.
No
oh,
corn,
like
corn.
Like corn kernels.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Peruvian
And these I've had before, but I forgot the name. They're like
plantain.
yeah, but they're like dried plantain.
Yeah.
Let's try
With the dryer.
the cured, sort of raw Peruvian fish.
Yeah, definitely raw. Very fresh.
That's way better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, oh, I love it. And I hate onions, but I love ceviche.
I wouldn't say I was worried about it because I'm quite happy eating like oysters and things like that.
Yeah.
But the texture is perfect. My mouth is like
Incredible. Give you something like that.
I'm just salivating like a tap. That is so citrusy. Like perfectly marinated in like a citrus vinegar.
Very good.
Some corn.
As you can see, the guy knows me here because whenever I come, I always gotta buy a dish of this.
That's amazing.
So good.
Inca Cola, I've already had a sip. It's not like cola. It's not like Coca-Cola anyway.
No.
I can't work out what the flavour is. Sugar. Inca flavour. Oh, this fish is too good. It's too good.
Glad you like it.
That's amazing. You're the best dressed man in Toronto. Bon appetit.
Do you guys want hot sauce maybe?
We have some hot sauce. Is your hot sauce better? Yeah.
Yeah,
your hot
that's
sauce
You're going to say that, yeah?
Homemade.
Thank you,
so
sir.
much.
So I'm going to move on now from the ceviche to the, what are these, tacos?
Taco, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm beef and cheese with green bits and you're no green bits. And I guess you put a little bit of the jus to moisten things up.
Looking good.
And you get stuck in and get really bloody messy. This beef already looks like it's going to fall apart as I eat it.
There's the hot sauce too.
That's good kit.
At the end of this, you're gonna have to pick which plate was your favorite.
Yeah, okay. It's going to be a hard choice. They're right up my street. Oh wow. These are addictive. These are the Colombian empanadas.
No, Ecuador.
Ecuadorian empanadas.
Be careful. Just came out of the deep fryer, so you want to make sure
they're going to be really hot on the inside.
You might
Let's open them up. Oh yeah, jeez. I just burnt my finger.
You might want to poke a few holes in there.
Yeah. Let all that steam out. I'm too impatient. I'm just going to eat them. They're very different. These are like crumbly, like meat without sauce. I'm not really into that.
No.
There's not a lot going on. I'm not the biggest fan of these. Let me show you one. There's just like one small slice of cheese in there.
I think it's more of a snack than a meal.
You were asking me earlier to choose my favourite, and I'm going by my like animal reaction to the food rather than thinking about it, because that is delightful.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm now stuffed, but I want to eat the last taco.
Yeah.
So even though I tried the things from different parts of Latin America, I'm still a Mexican man. I identify as a Mexican.
Well, the Mexican food, no doubt, is incredible.
Yeah.
And this food is good. Very tasty.
Uno, dos, tres.
There you go.
Where next, mate?
Let's go with Jane and Finch.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go. We're here.
This is it.
This is Jane and Finch.
This is the worst place in Canada.
Yeah. I don't think it is. I could name a few places that are worse than this.
My friend, I'm making a video. I've come from England, and people told me that Jane and Finch is the most dangerous place in Toronto. Is it?
Who said?
Who said? The media? Everybody when I visited?
This place is a good place, man.
It's a good place?
Yeah.
So it's a lie? Thank you.
I'm living 30 years here.
No trouble?
No.
Never seen any crime?
Before.
Okay.
Not now.
All good?
Everything is clear.
All good in the hood. I came to Jane and Finch because everyone told me it's the most dangerous, notorious place. What's it like?
It's alright.
Yeah?
It's alright. It's just
Are the rumours true? Or?
There's a little bit of truth in everything, you know? But
you make a good politician.
I would?
Yeah, very diplomatic. Yeah.
I wouldn't. But yeah, it's a place to live, man.
Yep.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's the people that make it what it is. So
yeah.
Can't say the rumors are wrong, can't say the rumors are true. It all depends on who you hear it from. So who you are as an individual, that paints a picture of where you're from.
Oh, this is Nigerian fashion.
Nigerian fashion?
Yeah, it's Nigerian fashion. You can see my trouser.
How long have you been here in Canada?
Oh, this is my 1 year. 1 year.
1 year. And yourself?
It wasn't new. I'm just new here.
You're fresh?
Yeah,
freshman.
3 months.
This is one of the best countries all over the world.
I think so.
They know the rules and regulations and human rights fundamental.
Yeah.
In Canada. And Canada respects human rights.
Yep.
Past other country.
Yes.
The one I know. Now Canada, US want them to be the 51st state in US.
Yes, I was talking to people in Montreal about that. Yeah.
So now Canada said no, we are independent country.
The notorious Jane and Finch in Toronto. I don't think it's that bad a place, but maybe I just haven't bumped into the right shady characters. But walking around middle of the day, I don't get the vibes that I get when I walk around hoods in America, the United States, or even some places in London or Birmingham. I'd be happy to come and do my shopping here. And if I found an apartment where the price was right, maybe I'd come live here too.
So I mean to get a full. Oh look, there's my friend. The same guy that pulled the butter knife on me. Look at him. Hey! I'm lucky, eh? I'm lucky he didn't do that to me.
You attacked my friend earlier. You're an angry man. You shouldn't attack people with knives and glass bottles. So earlier on, that fine gentleman attacked Chris with a butter knife.
No, he didn't attack me, but he pulled it.
He pulled it on you.
He broke the glass, a bottle of glass, and then he pulled the butter knife. When I questioned him, I got a new friend for life. That's quite a walk.
So what are we drinking? This is how you roll in the hood in Toronto?
Yeah, well,
I know Brugal.
It's
good rum, yeah.
Dominican rum.
Dominican.
I didn't know it was Dominican though.
Yeah, well.
Look at this.
I need to get rid of all that water.
Wait a sec. Look at him blinging.
So you gotta have a steady one-hand pour there, mate.
That's fake.
There we go. Brugal's a nice, sweet, mellow rum, man. Yeah.
Not too much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's how we do it in the hood. one.
Team Canada.
All we do is work anyway.
Working, Jim.
All we do is work every day.
Woo. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I know Brugal is good.
We can get another bottle, don't worry.
There's always another bottle.
Yeah.
So you might wonder why we're drinking out of Evian bottles, Gatorade, and out of the bottle. Because this miserly gas station wouldn't provide us with any cups. So we just got to do it Hood style, yeah? You grew up around this area? You lived around this area?
I never moved from this street, Jane Street. It was always Jane in a little corner, but I always lived around here.
Yeah, and what's it like? You know, it's got a reputation of being a rough area, but...
You know, I came here when I was 8 years old, so I lived all my life over here. It's kind of rough, but at least we have kids earlier, at least we're okay, because we're entertained doing what we have to do, changing Pampers, working, and this and that, so, you know.
Too busy.
So, yeah, so
being a good man to be a bad man.
Of course, that's it.
So where did you come from when you were 8 years old?
I came from Dominican Republic.
Nice, yeah.
From Dominican Republic, yes.
Yeah, and has Canada treated you well?
Well, not really, because we have to work anyways.
Working too hard?
They're good, yeah. It's like comparing to like our country, at least here we have more possibilities of bettering our life, right?
More opportunities.
Yeah.
And more opportunities for the kids as well, yeah?
Well, for the kids, yeah. So this is pretty good. You know, I can't complain. This is one of the best countries. Like, I mean, they help a lot, so it's good. Yes.
So I'm asking a lot of people that, you know, many people I speak to, in fact nearly everyone, is from somewhere else here in Toronto. It is so multicultural.
Yes.
Do you feel Canadian now after all your years here, or do you still feel like you're Dominican?
Well, I'm Dominican and I still have the accent, and I've been here already for like 30 something years.
Yeah.
But at least I'm Canadian because Dominican is a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
So basically that's why I consider myself Canadian, for that reason, because now I'm used to like everything over here. So yeah, so it's more chilling, because over there's a little bit more wild, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty
I'm
good.
his only white friend.
Only one?
Yeah.
You're the only white man I've bumped into in Toronto, so
yeah.
do you watch all Chris's videos?
I watched them.
Yeah.
I watched
You think he's crazy?
He's a little wild for going to those kind of places, but he's good. He's a good man. So good people don't really have to worry about anywhere they go.
This is a very well-known and rough neighborhood, Woolner and Jane Street. So I'm sure there have been a lot of robberies and murders right on this very corner.
On this very corner.
Yeah. This pizza spot at nighttime after dark. Like right now, there's two white guys standing there.
Yeah.
After dark, you're not going to see that.
They won't be there. There's a white lady as well. She probably won't be there either.
Yeah. Things will change. It's Woolner. Rough neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's ever happened to me, but
your Christmas list?
Happened. Yeah, but I haven't always been Christmas list.
Typically, it's not like Canadians do have the flag.
Yeah.
It's the circumstances. It's brought it out of us.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and I am very, very proud of being a Canadian, and given the times that we live in, I think it's important for us to stand together, you know, in maintaining our country.
Yeah.
So,
are you talking, to be more specific, are you talking about what's going on with Trump down south and other things as well?
What's going on with Trump, but I think generally what's happening with the rise of fascism around the world, where I think there are complex issues facing the world, and this is when the simplistic kind of imperialistic tendencies start emerging everywhere in the world. Simple solutions to complex problems.
Yeah.
And we need to be able to understand that we need to think through the problems that we have, and that's why I think Canada's a rational country. We follow rational principles.
Yep.
We respect human rights. We try to protect the environment, etc., etc. So that's why I've got diabetes, so I have to walk. So since I've gotten this flag about a month and a half ago, I've walked about 150 kilometers.
Okay. You're walking all around Toronto displaying the flag?
That's right.
Yeah. So where are we now, Chris?
This is Yorkville.
Yeah.
It's where the rich folk come out and eat and play and drink.
The rich and famous?
The rich and famous.
I've never seen a Cybertruck in real life.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
It's the first one.
But this is the trendy area, yeah?
Yeah. Don't be surprised to see, look, this is one example, but I mean, don't be surprised to see some very, very expensive toys. Even when you're broke, you're not going to be around the folks that have more.
Just let it rub off on you.
Yeah, let it be motivating.
Possibly infect you. Tell me about Toronto.
It's little here, man. You gotta enjoy it. It's not.
Do you live here in Yorkville?
I live all around here. I live in Yorkville.
Cash monies.
Cash money, baby. That's all we want. That's all we want.
Of course, Toronto is far from immune from some of the sights that you generally think of when you think of America. Drug addiction, homelessness, and many city vices. And this area, Moss Park, when I'm wandering around, is the epicenter of that in downtown. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? No. Do you need help? Water. I'll get you some water. It's crazy though. So basically that's Moss Park, just there, like 1 block that way. And then you come back up to this street here, which is Jarvis Street, and you're back in flash, modern, and absolutely buzzing Toronto downtown. There's no room left in my stomach after the Latina food hall. But if you come to Toronto, you can get a crack burger.
Best burger ever.
Yeah. As good as crack, or better.
Never tried crack.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Definitely done drugs, but I haven't tried crack before.
You're filming a music video, boys? Yeah. I'm visiting from England, showing the world Toronto. Not that people haven't heard of it. Yeah. Sum up Toronto for me. Tell me about Toronto.
It's beautiful. Look around.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Amazing day out here. You want to drink? I know you England people like to drink.
Yeah. I reckon if me and you go drinking, I would outdrink you. I'm pretty confident.
Yeah. It's my boy right here.
There you go, mate.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man. Yeah, they're cheaper than they look. Yeah, probably cheaper than yours. Yeah. These cost me about $30. I just come back from Jane and Finch. People told me I wouldn't survive Jane and Finch, and I'm here.
But he's here.
Yeah.
He's here.
Would you guys go up to Jane and Finch?
Yeah.
Knock around.
I was there before. I've been there before.
Yeah. Is it as bad as they say?
Yes.
Yes.
It's iffy. It's iffy. But it's like,
depends who you hang around with, I guess.
Depends who you hang around with.
Yeah.
Your crowd is like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta worry about that. But other than that, you're
Other than that, Toronto's a wonderful place.
It is, mate. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Look at where we're at.
My friend, I'm making a video about Toronto, and I saw the man with the best haircut in Toronto. Yeah.
Thank you.
You live in this Chinatown area?
Yes, yeah, this is home. Yeah,
Okay.
Kensington Market.
You born and bred in this area? Or?
Well, Mississauga, but
okay.
Now I've planted my feet and my roots here. So
you're here to stay. So what's the area like?
It's beautiful. It's the heartbeat of the city. So,
you think so, yeah?
Yeah, the most culture, shops, everything in one little block.
Okay.
So you can take a straight down, a left and a right, and you'll run into different people from around the world, different, styles, different experiences, and different foods. So
Everyone's from everywhere in Toronto. I've learned that today.
You got a crazy mix. You're half Asian and half what?
Jamaican, yeah.
Does multiculturalism work?
Yeah, look around you.
Yeah.
Look, no violence, no aggression right now. I think it works well.
Faces
I
from
think it
every
has
corner
to
of the
be,
world.
little by little, though. I think if you open the floodgates and you don't know who you're allowing into the country, it might not work. But I mean, everybody that's come here legally has gone through a process.
Yeah, that's
process.
I think that's important. That's what most sensible people argue to that point. Right. They're not against multiculturalism. They just want it controlled, planned, with a steady flow that works for the economy.
It's true. Look around.
Yeah.
Every ethnicity in the world within this one block. You'll see different ethnicities together. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Normally you don't see that. When I travel, I don't see that.
Yeah.
I'll see 5 Trinis together and then 2 Koreans together. But if you look around, it's not abnormal for a black man to be with a white woman or a Chinese to be with a Japanese or something.
Yeah.
Like, look at the mix. It's very diverse.
Yeah. I'm not trying to paper over cracks here. Like, Canada does have some issues. It does have problems with homelessness and drugs, problems that blight a lot of the world. But I think it's one of the top places that I've visited in my travels in my life. So from me and Chris in Toronto.
Yes.
Signing out, I guess. Yeah.
That's it.
Thanks for showing me around, mate.
Yeah, no problem.
Please check out Chris's channel. It's one of the best, most raw, authentic and ballsy channels on YouTube for travel content.
You made me emotional, but
it's
been a pleasure. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
We had a great time.